Mikal Bridges inbounding. It's their last chance at overtime, down one. Mikal Bridges for three, and the Knicks win at the buzzer.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. But before we do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment. You want to know when the next video going to drop. Hit the notification bell. All right, y'all, let's get into this video real quick. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all seen the thumbnail, so we're going to get into that Stephen A. dropped the hammer on Tom Thibodeau in a second. But first, I want to talk about that game, that overtime game. And like I said, every victory is a good victory and a good win. But sometimes it doesn't have to be so hard. And this is the thing about this coach, you know what I'm saying? And I know we got a lot of diehard fans of Tibbs, you know what I'm saying? They forgetting that it's the team, the Knicks, the basketball team. Yeah, we haven't had this type of success in a long time. So, of course, coach is responsible for that. But people keep forgetting about the caliber players we have had in the last couple of years. When we say the last 6 to 7 years, so when I say that, I'm even talking about Julius Randle. Julius Randle came here and he put this team on his back. I would never forget that, you know what I'm saying? As much as everybody wanted to get rid of Julius Randle, he put this team on his back. He carried us, you know what I'm saying? He carried us. And, excuse me for a second, I apologize. A lot of people always like to take a player's accomplishments and give it to a coach. Now, I'm not saying coaches don't have a lot to do with that, but it just be other coaches played that player wrong or haven't seen the talent, the things that Tom Thibodeau happened to be guilty of himself. But like I said, we're going to talk about this game for a hot second. Then we're going to talk about, I'm gonna play a clip. Not a video, it's a clip of Stephen A. I don't want to get any strikes. That's why I don't play the video. I know some of you understand. So I'm going to play that little clip in a minute, but I still want to talk about this game. When I mean talk about this game, let's just talk about the scoring, all right? Let's talk about Henderson. 30 points. I think he's a rookie. If you're not a rookie, a second-year player, hit me in the comments, correct me. You know what I'm saying? I do not mind being corrected. Like I said, I don't pretend to be an expert. I'll just give you my opinion. Some of you agree, some of you don't. But with that being said, let's get back to what I'm talking about. Henderson. Killing us. Young guy getting out there. And what I like about it, just seeing the confidence. And I know people say, well, he's a number 2 pick overall. I do know that much. You know what I'm saying? I just forget it was it this year or last year. Either way. He still come off the bench. And for him to play the way he played, this show you how much confidence the coach have in him and how much confidence the coach instill in that player. You know what I'm saying? For when players come out and play like they playing in high school, let's be real. Because you see a player playing real good, everyone of these most like this, most of these players was a superstar in their high school, and they was dominating in their high school. So when you see players play like that in the NBA, they get that confidence not only from what they bring, but mainly from their coach. And some people say Tibbs developed time. I just don't like the pace. I'm not gonna say the man don't. Some players you can point at Miles McBride, but what I really trying to get at is that these players have natural abilities. These players are good. We have a good team. And in the last few years, we had real dogs on this team. So I'm not taking anything away from Tibbs. I'm just saying that I think any other coach would have came in. I think another coach would have had us at a higher level. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, I wanted to talk about this game. Let me continue because there's one little fact I want to point out because Blazers, they be lucky to make the playoffs. Let's be real. All their top dogs are down and out. You know what I'm saying? Simmons, if I'm pronouncing his name right or wrong, I think it's Anthony. He was having an off night, but he did hit that long 3. I said, watch it. He was missing shots like 2 for something. I'm like, watch he hit this 3. He hit it. You know what I'm saying? But what I really want to talk about before I go and let y'all hear Stephen A. Smith drop the hammer on Tom Thibodeau, is one thing that I was tight with last night, and we could have won that game. Didn't have to be so close. But Tibbs had Josh Hart playing point. Him and Mikal were doing the pick and roll. I didn't understand that because Josh Hart wasn't a threat. You know what I'm saying? It was I think we had the ball twice. They had the ball twice. We were in overtime before it got tight. We could have put the game away. Josh Hart came down. They set the pick and roll, but they really didn't play no defense on Josh Hart. They just doubled Mikal Bridge and everybody else locked down the other men, leaving Josh Hart, standing at the top of the key, looking dumb. He didn't even take the shot. And then by the time or when he got the confidence to take the shot, not confidence, when he really had to take the shot, he missed the shot. Josh Hart is a good, quick release. Like you get him, if he's in flow, he can hit that three. But if he got to sit there and think about taking that shot, it's not a good shot for Josh Hart. So to have Josh Hart playing the point at that crucial moment of the game, I think was a real mental mislap on our coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be real. This is what I have the problem with, his decision making. You know what I'm saying? He's almost like Payne. Payne can be a good player, but Payne, I'm talking about hammering Payne. But he make bad decisions and sometimes at crucial moments in the game. That's the only thing that probably prevented him from being a starter throughout his career, because he can get you points. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you get them forced tracks on. You don't see nobody else. All right. So let's get to first, let's cut this music off so we can get right over to what I want to talk about and let y'all hear. It's about 3 minutes. I'm not going to say a word like I did in my last video, Mutiny. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen that video, Mutiny at the Garden. But now Stephen A about to make some points, and I'm going to say one thing before I just let y'all listen to this clip. I'm not a big fan of Stephen A. Smith. I'm going to be 100 with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree with his political views. I don't agree with who he is as a person and how he attacked players. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, there's a lot of things that I do agree with him as he let loose. So let's get with it.
Buzzer beater 3 in overtime. Stephen A., what did Bridges nailing this last shot say to you?
Well, I know the brother can play. I really do. But I'm going to ask y'all to take that highlight off the screen. And I know this is supposed to be a quick take, but I have to say something right now, and I'm glad Big Perk is here. Tom Thibodeau is in trouble. He's in a world of trouble. I don't give a damn that the New York Knicks are 6-1 in overtime games. I don't care that Mikal Bridges, but so much, of course, because I'm a diehard Knicks fan and he won the game last night. Molly, Big Perk, prior to the game, Mikal Bridges revealed he had a private meeting with Tom Thibodeau about the starters playing too many minutes and the bench playing too little, saying, quote, sometimes it's not fun on the body. Tom Thibodeau proceeds to play this brother 41 minutes, put the ball in his hands. He delivered the goods, and they won the game, which is a good thing. But then Tom Thibodeau refused to acknowledge that there was a one-on-one conversation. He said it never happened. That's a player that the Knicks sent 5 picks away for to bring to New York to pair with the superstar for the team, Jalen Brunson, his former teammate at Villanova, okay, saying something opposite that the coach is saying when everybody and their mother knows that Bridges is right. And here's where Bridges has the credibility. Molly, Perk can testify to this. He's one of the Iron Men of the league. He's always playing. He doesn't miss games, and he doesn't play minimal minutes. And Perk, when? Because we know I got a whole bunch. I know I do NBA countdown with you, but I got a lot of stuff to do, okay? I'm not on the NBA every moment of every day like you are. Big Perk. When have we ever heard Mikal Bridges complain about anything, let alone minutes? That's not the same page. That's not a good look for the New York Knicks. And if you got to choose between a player and the coach, under these circumstances, when you're looking at players being worn out, Mikal Bridges ain't say that for himself, y'all. He's speaking for the team. And Tom Thibodeau says it didn't happen? That's a bad sign. It's a bad sign. It's a bad sign.
But that's in Tom Thibodeau's defense. Did you hear what he said Did you hear what he said in his interview to Mikal Bridges' comments? He basically pointed out that when you look at the top guy on their team that's playing the most minutes, I believe it was Jalen Brunson. I think it was. He's knocking at the door. He's top 20 in the league. And then he pointed out that his wings, yes, Mikal Bridges and OG Anunoby, if you look over the last month and a half or so, their minutes have went down to 36 minutes a game. And he also talked about the pairing and why OG and Mikal Bridges play so many minutes, because they're quote unquote elite wing defenders. So if you're playing against a Jason Tatum or playing against a LeBron James or Jaylen Brown, and those guys are playing 40 minutes, 9 times out of 10, the coach are going to match those minutes. You have to. But here's the problem that I have with Mikal.
All right, I'm gonna leave it right there. Right there, because I want to hit some points on what Stephen A. said, but then I really want to talk about what Perk just said. You know what I'm saying? Perk did some gaslighting, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all know right off the back. But before we get to it, the first thing I want to ask y'all, or not ask y'all, but tell y'all, are y'all listening? Did y'all listen to the comment? You know what I'm saying? And I know some of y'all probably seen this, earlier today on Sports Center or whatever. But listen, not fun on the body. I've been saying this for a minute. Pat's been debating me, telling me, "Oh, Tibbs know what he's doing." Let's just put it like that. The players don't want they get off the court. They enjoying it. Blah blah blah. Y'all know the cliches that people been saying in defense of Tom Thibodeau throughout the years. You know what I'm saying? But that it was longer because Stephen A. talked about him in Minnesota running down Cat and Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins. He even went back to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Talking about Dame, talking about Noah. And you had to bring up Rose, because you cannot talk about Chicago and not bring up Derrick Rose. And what happened to Derrick Rose? I ain't gonna say a lot, but some people say that Tibbs overplaying him had nothing to do with it, that it was a freak accident, whatever the case may be. But that's a different story. We're not even talking about that tonight. What we're talking about is Mikal Bridges asking for playing time. But like I said, if Mikal Bridges talking about is not fun on the body, you heard him talking about he's an Iron Man. He's been playing, I couldn't tell you when the last time Mikal Bridges missed a game. As it's been reported, he's been coming to work every day in high school, coming to work, doing that work, putting that work in. So this guy's an Iron Man. And for him to start complaining about minutes, think about that. See, this is the thing that a lot of y'all ain't focusing on. Mikal Bridges is complaining about minutes. All right? Now, there's something else I want to hit on. Now, this can hurt the team. This right here, when Tibbs, y'all heard me, I seen my last video, mutiny at the Garden, but this wasn't reported. You know what I'm saying? But this happened after the game. And I don't know if you heard other people bring it up on their content. Tibbs denied Mikal Bridges and him have that conversation. So how do that make Mikal Bridges look? Now, do you think Mikal Bridges, no, let's back it up a second. Do you think Steph Bundy would make up that little statement from Mikal Bridges? Do you think Mikal Bridges would make up what he said, that he had a conversation with Tom Thibodeau about minutes being played? So what's going on here? So do y'all believe Tibbs or do y'all believe Mikal? Now, I'm going to be real. I'm leaning towards Mikal Bridges, and I know a lot of y'all also are leaning with Mikal Bridges. So if Tom Thibodeau would lie like that, come on. This is the guy y'all want running our team? So then think about this. When you look on the Knicks bench, if they ain't scoring, and I don't mean winning and scoring, but a lot of them guys do not look happy. The team don't look happy. Let's just be real. And there's one other thing I want to speak on before I move over to Big Perk, because Big Perk had me a little tight, you know what I'm saying, with his gaslighting. Mikal Bridges is not speaking for just himself. I don't know if Brunson have anything to say. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? We know he enjoying his stardom right now. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against him, but I don't know if he's one. I don't know. Is it Towns? Towns played under him. OG. I don't know. I don't know who is complaining about the minutes out of the starters, because you gotta be real. It gotta be them people. Gotta be the starters. Josh Hart. It would be ironic if Josh Hart is one of the players that's also complaining about minutes after making that company statement. So think about that. Now, Big Perk said that Brunson. Now, I don't know. I didn't see the interview with Tibbs, so I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. So I don't know if Tibbs said that what he said. He said Brunson was leading the team in minutes. When I last checked, I thought it was Josh Hart. And like I said, y'all can hit me in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I do not mind. I will respond. Respond to every one of my comments, to every one of my Nick Cave dwellers. While you're down there hitting me in that comment, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscription. I want to get up to 4,000 subscribers, maybe by May. So help me out, y'all. Help me out. All right, now, back to what I'm saying. I thought it was Josh Hart that led the team in minutes. And then I thought it was Mikal Bridges that was second. I know Brunson was up there, but put it like this. One factor that Big Perk left out is that our starting five was in the top 10 and leading minutes playing in the game. He failed to mention that. Like I said, I thought it was Josh Hart leading the team in minutes. He also pointed out that in the last month, Mikal Bridges and OG was hold on. Sir OG Anunoby minutes have went down. First of all, OG just came back from an injury. So you know his minutes have to go down. So that's why I said about the gaslighting. You gotta listen to what people saying, but remember things. Remember, OG is coming back from an injury. I think it's only been a month, if not probably a month and a couple of weeks that he's been back. So for you to say that he's playing lesser minutes, you're gaslighting, bro. You're gaslighting. Second, he said, no, that was second. Third, what he was talking about, when he said Tatum and Brown, you go, yeah, we know that Mikal Bridges and OG was brought in for their defense abilities. But he said that Tibbs, and I don't know why he used that game in particular, but he said that because even if they're not playing Brown or Tatum, they was playing 40 minutes at one time. OG and all the starters. Let's put it like that. Now, Tatum and Brown don't play 40 minutes a game. And each one of the blowouts that they beat us so far, they didn't play 40 minutes a game. They didn't. But for him to say that, he was even straight out lying. But Tibbs to say what he said, that Mikal Bridges never approached him about a conversation about minutes, then Tibbs must be straight up lying. Will the players now, if Tibbs, like I said, but back up, like I said, I didn't watch the interview with Tibbs, so I'm not going to say he said it. I want one of y'all to hit me in the comments and confirm that he said it. You know what I'm saying? That Mikal Bridges never came to him. Please hit me in my comments. I'm not even going to go look for the interview. I want to rely on my cave dwellers. Hit me in the comments. Let me know if he said that. You know what I'm saying? But if he went to Tibbs and had that conversation, and Tibbs went on national television and said he didn't, how much faith you think he's going to have in Tibbs as a coach? Will he resign an extension? Will the Knicks offer him an extension? That's a whole different video. But tell me, y'all. Tell me. All right. And with that, we ain't done. There's one thing I want to talk about before we get out of here. It's going to be like 20, 30 seconds. And that is Cleveland. 15-game win streak. Yo, we going to have our hands. Oh, man. See, I still have faith in this team. And I know it seems like I'm contradicting myself, but I still have faith in this team. I think we can get out of the second round this year. I'm being real with you, but Tibbs got to make some adjustments, start having faith in players, and we can do it. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.